to show you a sample case management system that we have available. This case management system is related to towns and registering infrastructure about each town. So we are going to create the towns, enroll the towns. So sometimes you already have your list of cases available, but sometimes you want to create them using a survey. And in this case management system, we first create the case and then we manage the case over time. So we first enroll the town and then we register the schools, water pumps and transport in each town. Okay. So the first step is actually to fill a blank form, to fill the enrollment form to create a new town. I need to identify the region of the town, the name of this town. I need to record the location. And now I can save the form and submit. Okay, so now I'm going to do the syncing automatically. I'm just doing this because I have internet connection, but you can also do this with our advanced offline feature. And I'm going to open the Manage Cases view, and you will see that the town B is already available in my case management system. So I already had one case before and now I have another one. And this is a fully customizable table. Here we have the ID that is mandatory. You always need to have a unique ID of your cases that can be generated in SurveyCTO. We have the label, which is the name of the town, and then we have a few columns to track the progress over time of these towns. And again, you can add as many columns as you want or have as few columns as you need. It's up to you. But the idea is that an enumerator opens the Manage Cases view and we'll see the cases that are assigned to them so that they can open them and fill out forms for each case. So I'm going to choose the case that I want to collect data. I'm going to choose town B. And once you select a case, you will see the list of forms available that are assigned to that specific town or case. So I have 3 different forms, but I could have had 1 or 2 or 5. Whatever makes sense to your use case. Okay? So you will be assigning different forms to different cases. I can have even a different list of forms between town A and town B. So in town A, for example, you can see that I only have 2 because I already filled out the first form related to schools. So I'm going to open the schools. I'm going to register the schools in town B. We can update any details about the town that I've collected so far, but everything is correct on my end. I'm going to say that I have 2 schools so that you see that we can trigger a repeat group based on this, and then register school 1 between 100 and 500 students, nursery, and record the location. Okay, and then school number 2. Here you will see that this is number 2 of the repeat group. It's between 100 and 500, a primary school, and then you record the location. Save form and exit. Now I'm going to refresh again, and now you will see that for town B the school registration is done. 1 means that it's done. We are using 1, it could be yes, for example. And if I open town B, you will see that the form is gone because you only need to fill that form out once. And once it's finalized, you can hide it from the list of forms to make sure that you are not duplicating efforts and or creating duplicates. Just showing you what this means on the server side. So let me click refresh to make sure that it's refreshed. Okay, so this is all related to the case management system. You'll see that we have all the forms, the enrollment form, the schools form, the water pumps form, the transports form. We also have a data set to store all the schools, all the water pumps, all the transport stations. This is very similar to your situation where you need to store all the sites, fields, and waypoints. And the case management system is managed via these cases data set. Here you will see the list of cases available, and everything is managed using these columns: the ID, label, form IDs, users, roles, sort by. So this is customizable. You can have as many columns as you need and want, but these first 6 columns are the ones that are mandatory for a case management system. So the form IDs column is what tells you which forms, these are the form IDs that are assigned to each case. And if you want to restrict the access to each case for a group of users, you can use the users or the rules column. Actually, now we have another column. This is an old case management system, but if you are using an enumerators data set, you can also have an enumerators column. So you can either assign a case to a specific username, a specific user role, so that means that it would be assigned to multiple users and users that have that user role, but you can also assign it to a specific enumerator or multiple enumerators if you want to. So this is how you manage your case management.